today's generation, college is a must. However, with the price of tuition skyrocketing, students are starting to question if a degree is worth the debt. In the last year, studies show a 5% decrease in the number of high school graduates enrolled at a college or university. With the number of college students decreasing, there will be fewer degrees, which results in less doctors, lawyers, engineers, etc. Because a college education is so important, we must find ways to lower the cost so enrollment grows instead of decays.
Before offering steps to lower college tuition, we must first take a look at what other students have to say about tuition prices. After surveying people on UK's campus about how they feel toward the price of tuition, 60% said it was too high, but 80% say that the degree was still worth it. This doesn't include the extra costs of books and supplies needed for the semester, which averaged out to be a whopping $600. Some students went further to address how unfair it is that they have no say about where or how their money gets spent. Students with in-state status will graduate with an average of $16,000 of debt, while out-of-state students acquire an average of $40,000 of debt. The federal government recognizes the financial burden students have and are working to provide them with more grants and financial aid.
In the first attempt of resolving this financial burden, President Obama worked to increase the Pell Grants to students. According to author Richard Perez-Pena, Obama's results showed growth from 2008, but with an extra 4 million students receiving any aid from this, it's not enough to make a difference. When comparing the increased funds to students, the overall expansion was only 15% higher. From the university standpoint, Pell Grants result in a $17 increase of tuition for every $100 the student receives in aid, according to author Jack Hugh. Also, since the government has so kindly volunteered to donate more money to the students, universities become penny pinchers and refuse to lend out their own funds to students.
Looking at a different attempt, the Obama administration has moved to pass a new program called the Pay-As-You-Earn Plan to try and help students with loan debt. This states that any student graduating with debt will be able to make monthly payments based on their current income. With the President Obama Forgiveness Loan Plan, in some cases, any balance left after 10 years will be forgiven. Since neither attempt has been effective at lowering costs, Obama is working to come up with new solutions. Recently released was the College Scorecard, which provides the different criteria for students to compare different colleges based on their success and affordability. This will help students decide whether or not which college, if any, they would like to attend. These solutions may seem reasonable at first, but after passing time, the issue still remains with no solutions.
As you can tell, students play a major role on the issue of college tuition. Without the students trying to change the price, the government will keep trying new ways to resolve the high cost, but will most likely fail in the long run. As a group, we came up with proposed solutions based on the national, local, and personal levels. On the national level, the government could pass a law stating that the increase of tuition is restricted by the rise of inflation per year. Another law could be passed stating tuition is locked in at the time of enrollment for each student.
On the local level, students can get involved with campus organizations such as student government. This will provide students with a way to voice their opinion and be heard by their peers. Some ways this can be accomplished are by creating petitions or organizing protests. Personal actions can include voicing your concerns to the campus newspaper or meeting with administration. In any situation, you can always communicate with any national, local, or campus officials. Just remember, we are the key to the survival of colleges. Without us paying for school, there would be no higher education. Voice your opinion and be heard.